Rumors are that allegedly all of this house drama with Kim is really a part of a very sneaky secret plan. What is the plan? Well, I have some new information that may answer that question and more right after this. What's up, kinfolk? And welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, do me a favor and subscribe. And if you already are subscribed, do me a favor and get notified, so you'll know whenever I upload new videos to the channel. Alright, kinfolk, come on into the house. We have a lot to talk about, and it centers around rumors that allegedly all of Kim's house drama may actually be a part of a very sneaky secret plan. What is the plan? Well, I have some new information that may answer that question and more. And here it goes. Rumors are that allegedly Kim's recent house issues may not be what they seem. Sources say that Kim's recent house woes may actually be her own doing and not in the way you think. One source said, all of this house drama isn't adding up. Too many conflicting stories. Also, the numbers are literally not adding up. Yes, there are rumors, said the source, of Kim being irresponsible with her money, but to this extent, it's hard to see. Another industry insider said, I could smell a stunt when I see one. But what could a stunt like this do to help Kim, legally or financially? Because socially, it's embarrassing for her, especially after the way she dogged Candy and Nene's mansions. So, can an alleged house foreclosure really help Kim in any way? Well, sources believe Kim's house foreclosure is all a stunt to generate press to leverage her way back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta franchise, ended the source. She's smart, but just not that convincing, said another source. I could see her using a fake house foreclosure as a way to storyline fish, to show the network and or producers that people are still interested in her, ended the source. However, another source pointed out that a stunt like this, if true, could actually hurt her chances of being back on the show. And why is that? Because, said the source, Real Housewives of Atlanta fans tune in to see glamorous and aspirational lifestyles. And nothing is glamorous or aspirational about allegedly losing your house to foreclosure. Allegedly, there has been a plan in motion for months led by Sheree to get Kim back on the franchise. Sheree seems to be very eager to get Kim back in the mix, said a person close to the situation who wished to remain anonymous. Sheree seems to think she has an ally with Kim, someone who can help her take over the Real Housewives of Atlanta franchise for good. However, if this rumor is true, then Sheree would need another plan, and fast. Sources say there is just no immediate need to ask Kim to be a part of the season 15 franchise as a friend of the show or even as a peach holder. And also, said the source, as much as Kim secretly wants to be back at the network, her brand of drama, much like Portia's brand of drama, currently isn't welcome with production. Now, kinfolk, when I heard this rumor about Kim allegedly using a fake foreclosure storyline as a way to leverage the interest in her and her family to get back on the Real Housewives of Atlanta franchise, I thought that was completely unbelievable. And I thought it was unbelievable because of this. First of all, Kim, her image is everything to her. And also her image of lavishly living is a big part of who she is and her brand. So I didn't think that Kim would use something as embarrassing and unfortunate as a foreclosure, which is normally times directly due to financial issues, as a way to garner attention in order to show producers and the network allegedly that people are still interested in her life and that she should be back a part of the Real Housewives of Atlanta franchise. Now, do I think Kim is above a stunt like this? No. And do I think that other housewives have pulled off similar stunts to this degree to get attention on them to kind of leverage their way back to the franchise? Yes. But something like this just seems a little bit out of character and off brand for Kim. Especially when you think of the other ways that you can garner attention for yourself and your family to show producers and or the network that the interest is still there from the fans about your life. One of those ways being potential marriage issues and marriage drama, starting a new business, or you can take the Lisa Rinna approach and, give us a behind the scenes look of you trying to push your daughters into the entertainment and show business with acting and music careers. All those things are very interesting and will garner a lot of attention from the fans. And they're a lot less messy than potentially or allegedly having a house foreclosure. And like my source is saying, that these numbers are just not adding up. And it's kind of leading us to believe that she could actually be storyline fishing. And so with that being said, the reason why it could also be an attempt to storyline fish in her favor is because of this. As we talked about on our show a lot about storyline fishing here on this channel, a lot of Real Housewives of Atlanta and other franchises, just not them, have allegedly storyline fished in the off season right before filming is about to start or right when contract negotiations are going on. And from my sources are saying that allegedly when a housewife does this, it's pretty much to get some idea of what the storyline is going to be about coming up in the upcoming season. What are the fans interested in hearing about? How much attention did this drama or rumor receive on social media? And something like a house foreclosure always gets a lot of attention, which if you are to believe that Kim set this up as a scheme to get attention for herself, then you can see that why house foreclosure and financial, issues always garner a lot of attention, so why she would do it. Also, when you look at the fact that she's allegedly having house issues, it kind of directly ties into Sheree. And this is where I can kind of see the rumor being on both sides. It's like Kim may be having house issues, so she turns to Sheree, someone who has also had house issues, and now you have a storyline that intertwines both of them, and so now you can bring cameras in so you can see them in that journey of helping Kim figure out her housing issue. Now, that's a lot to take in if you are to believe these rumors that one, Kim is actually having house issues, or if you are to believe the other part of the rumor about Sheree. Now, when you add Sheree into the mix, this rumor gets even more interesting simply because of this. I have been hearing now for months that Sheree has been actively, trying to get Kim back on the show. She made mention of this at BravoCon and in several other interviews, how important she thinks it is to get the OGs and some veterans back in the mix. Now, this is very odd for one and maybe even two reasons. The first reason why it's odd is because one would think if Sheree is actively trying to get OGs and veterans back on the show and back to the franchise, it's probably because she feels like the current cast of ladies just are not giving the type of drama and energy that she thinks the fans are going to want to see next season. However, that just completely contradicts what my sources are telling me about this season's filming of Real Housewives of Atlanta, and how all the ladies are bringing the drama, how all the ladies are bringing the storyline, how everyone is strummed to work each and every day, and they're making this season even better than last season. So then it comes to the second part of the rumor that I think could make sense if you are to believe this rumor and this speculation. It's the fact that maybe the season is going so well that Sheree is feeling outmanned and outnumbered by the other cast of ladies and wants to bring some old OGs back to build her team up to combat whatever the other ladies are doing towards her. Now, an ideal in a scheme like that I could see working, especially with someone like Kim. And I also see it working with other OG housewives as well. So then it leads us to believe that if Sheree really wants these OG housewives back and these veteran housewives back to help her combat some things that she feels like she's up against on the show, then the other part of this rumor I could see as being true. And it's this. If you are to believe that Sheree wants to become the new Nene, the person you automatically think of when you say the Real Housewives of Atlanta, then bringing in OGs and veterans is a good way to go about doing it. Why is that? Because the OGs and the veterans all know how reality TV show works. They know how to storyline fish. They know how to create narratives. They know how to produce other castmates and manipulate other castmates to help make their plans work. And so when you bring in 2 additional OG housewives or veteran housewives up against 2 newbie housewife peach holders, and really 3 if you add Marlo as a first-time peach holder, then Sheree becomes not so much outmanned, and she becomes also more psychologically, she's gaining more psychological manpower because the OGs and the veterans know how to combat any of those small little games that the newbies are trying to play. But then it brings us back to that same fold. Is it that important for Sheree to allegedly want to be the queen of Real Housewives of Atlanta that she would, have Kim come back in such an embarrassing and public way? Now, I will say this. Stranger things have happened. And if you are to believe these rumors, then you can pretty much see that when it comes to reality TV, nothing sometimes is off the table. But Kim folk, I want to know what you guys think. Do you think that Kim's foreclosure issues is actually a real thing and that she actually may be going through this? Or do you think it's all a fake plot in order to storyline fish, get people back interested in her, and to use as a segue to team up with Sheree to get back on the show? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Alright, kinfolk, as always, if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys over on the next one. Peace.